Have you ever been somewhere so wild, noisy, and out of control that it made you think of hell? Here's a word for that kind of mayhem. Word of the week. Word of the week. Level up the way you write and speak. Welcome to episode 8, Word Explorers. This week's word is pandemonium. Let's spell it together. P-A-N-D-E-M-O-N-I-U-M. Pandemonium is a noun. It means wild, noisy chaos, when everything feels totally out of control. It can be thrilling and joyful when something so exciting happens that people can't contain their joy, like when your favorite K-pop band comes to town. But it can also be quite terrifying if something dangerous happens, like a lion escaping its zoo enclosure. Perfect with Halloween around the corner. Here are some examples of how to use pandemonium in a sentence. There was pandemonium at the football match when the winning goal was scored. The classroom turned into pandemonium when the teacher said there would be indoor play. During the Songkran festival in Thailand, the streets were filled with joyful pandemonium as crowds of people sprayed each other with water. The flap of hundreds of pigeons taking off at once created pandemonium in the air. Thousands of ants scurrying in every direction made it look like tiny pandemonium underground. When Taylor Swift came on stage, the fans went into absolute pandemonium. Pandemonium ensued when Rory the Rhino charged out of his enclosure. Where does it come from? The word pandemonium was invented in the 1600s by the poet John Milton. In his famous poem Paradise Lost, he named the capital city of hell Pandemonium. That literally meant all demons. Over time, people began to use it to mean wild, noisy scenes, as if demons had taken over. And remember how in our very first Word of the Week episode, we learned about panoply? That also began with the prefix pan, meaning all. So while panoply means a complete display of all things, pandemonium means all the demons, which paints a picture of total disorder. If you're enjoying this series so far, please click like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. How to remember it? Here's a short Halloween-themed poem I've written to help you remember the word. When excitement stirs up the crowd, and everything gets very loud, the demons all dance, thrilled at the chance. That's pandemonium, they grinned, feeling proud. Before we reach the activity section, I'm excited to share 3 brilliant sentences featuring the word quixotic from viewers who commented on episode 7. Thea in Thailand wrote, his quixotic quest to build a flying car in his garage was admired for its passion, even if it defied all practicality. B from Nottingham in the UK said, it was a quixotic idea for me to get on a train to go to Hogwarts to learn magic. And Francesca, who's also in the UK, wrote, my quixotic dream is to fly to Fiji on a unicorn's back. Wow, creatives, these made my week. Keep those excellent sentences coming in. Let's use it. All right, little monsters, it's your turn to create some pandemonium of your own. Have a go at completing these sentences. When the blank escaped, there was utter pandemonium. For example, when the elephants escaped, there was utter pandemonium. The crowd went into pandemonium when blank. For example, the crowd went into pandemonium when the singer ran onto the stage. It would be pandemonium if a blank walked into the classroom. For example, it would be pandemonium if a dinosaur walked into the classroom. And for an extra challenge, draw a picture of a pandemonium-filled scene, maybe a messy classroom, a zoo with animals on the loose, or a wild football stadium. You could even write a descriptive paragraph about being in the center of pandemonium. What did you hear, see, taste, smell, and feel? So remember, pandemonium means total noisy chaos. Next time things get a little too loud, you can impress your teacher by saying, this is pure pandemonium. Teachers, please check out the free differentiated activity slides linked below. And don't forget to share your students' best sentences in the comments with their name and country, so I can give them a shout out in a future video. See you next week, creatives. Word of the week. Word of the week. Level up the way you write and speak.